Good anytime, my fuzzies, to a quick review of a game I just finished. All opinions in this video are mine and mine alone, so just please enjoy and don't take them too seriously. Thank you. Good anytime, my fuzzies, and welcome to a quick review of Evil Dead 2. Yeah, like I do for all these quick reviews now, kind of just give my own opinion while going through different categories from story to characters to scenes to, I guess, special effects in movies, and I guess with this legacy, because this is a sequel. So, without further ado, let's get into talking about the story of Evil Dead 2. The story of Evil Dead 2 is weird. It starts off as kind of a continuation from the first Evil Dead, but without the actors of Scotty, without the characters of Scotty, Cheryl, and Shelly. So it's kind of this weird mishmash of, yeah, some things still happened, but then some things didn't, I guess. But all in all, if you watch the first one, you can jump right back into it. I think they changed not directors, but the studio behind it changed, and they weren't able to couldn't afford, whatever, to get other actors or the same actors as before back to redo the first one for the recap. So they just redid it differently, but in essence, it is still continuing off one, just like a different timeline, I guess. And overall, the Deadites are there. Bruce Campbell, Ash is taken over, gets released. People come to the cabin. He attacks them thinking they're Deadites, but they're not. They put him down in the basement. They find out, there's the one girl's mother, the one girl scientist, who comes in, who is the daughter of the scientist, or of the professor, who accidentally released the Deadites in the first place. She's there. Shenanigans ensue. Everyone basically dies. And in the end, they were able to seal away the Kandarian demons, the Deadites. But in the process, they are taken back in time, or Ash is taken back in time, to Castle Kandar. So all in all, it's story like the first one's just a means to an end. It's a lot more goofy, though, which I like. I like Bruce Campbell being campy and whatnot. It's really fun. Really fun, really good. And whatnot. But as for the story, it's going somewhere. And the third one does continue it off. And it's not as weirdly ending as the first one, which is why it might be I don't know. I'm going to stop talking about that. It's a weird thing to look up on your own. But yeah. So, good stuff. And then, yeah, so that's stories a means to an end. Characters. Here you have Linda again, who is basically possessed. You have Anne, who is the professor's daughter. You have Eddie, who is in a relationship with Anne. You have Jake. I don't think you even hear his name once, but Jake, who is the hillbilly hick-esque character, who brings Anne and Eddie to the cabin, and then his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, Bobby Joe, who is also there. Yeah. So all in all for characters. Again, there's not much. Ash goes more crazy in this one, that's for sure. And he has a rivalry with his hand, but that's about it. Linda gets decapitated, and they play, and her as a Deadite plays with everyone. That's about it. The one, Anne's mother, Harriet, is possessed and kind of toys with them. Eddie, it's kind of there. Jake takes everyone hostage to try and go outside to find Bobby Joe, and she gets freaked out and leaves the cabin and most likely dies by trees. So she's gone. Yeah. Again, a lot of the characters, they don't overly stand out, where it'd be like, oh yeah, if you explain their character, it'd be like, that's Anne and whatnot. Like I said, the biggest one is Ash going more crazy, trying to do good and whatnot, but still not really at the same level as he is in Army of Darkness, which we'll get to later. And then Jake, who wants to be with his girlfriend, wants to escape, and takes everyone hostage and tries to leave. But beyond that, again, the characters in these movies are just there for a means to an end, just like the story. And then you have the setting, which is the same cabin as the first one. Still nice, still looks good. But you don't go much else. You see Anne getting off a plane and whatnot coming here. You end up in Castle Kandar's area at the end of the movie, but it's just the same cabin. All a means to an end. Looks really nice, really gorgeous, but there's not much more to say. A lot of this movie is just a means to an end, but still love Ashley Williams. Think Bruce Campbell did a good job more portraying a character there in this area, but yeah, there's not much more to say. And then we have the, special effects and whatnot. Still good. They still look nice and whatnot. Still look frightening in some areas and whatnot. Little better so you don't see a lot of the fakeness now. The first one had quite a bit, but this one looked better. They had a lot of good puppet things, a lot of good stop motion effects and whatnot. It's not overly terrifying, but it's still horror. You still get, can get grossed out by some of the blood stuff and whatnot. The hand things were amazing. They did a really good job with a lot of the practical effects in this, which I enjoy practical effects when they work. So all in all, really solid. And then with Legacy, jumping off the first one, again, it's a sequel, but it rewrites the first part of it with just Linda and him going up, and they just randomly find the thing. So I feel like because it was a different studio, they'd be like, well, we can't, things are going to be different, but, so we're going to have a intro thing where it's just you and Linda, and we're just going to go and make it work. But after you get past that, and you get to where Ash was attacked by the spirit of whatever Kandar demon things and whatnot, that's when it starts and continues on just like the first movie. So if they just started there, you would not really know anything was different. But I guess the main actress who played... I think the actress who played Linda was different. Maybe it was just different makeup, older, whatnot. I'm not that observant. But yeah. But weird switch from 1 to 2. Still a good movie, though. All in all, like I said, it's a means to an end to get to more blood, gore, fighting, and whatnot. Really comical with Bruce Campbell portrayal as Ash and whatnot. His character becomes better. I'd say watch the first 1 and 2. 1 definitely just to get to the second one. And the second one is better. It has more of what I like. I love the crazy scene where everything's laughing at him and he's slowly going more insane. That's fun. But yeah, all in all, just more means to an end to go forward for more shenanigans. And there was a lot more shenanigans in the third one, Army of Darkness. But, fine movie. Definitely watch it to watch Army of Darkness. But either way, I'm going to end this review here. After a short break, we're going to continue with Army of Darkness. 15, 20 minutes again. So, thank you my brothers for watching, and I'll see you next anytime. Or I will see you when we get to the movie. Take care. Bye.